See, right now, what is interesting in this meeting, we talked about spinal cord injury patients primarily, and a little bit touched on stroke patients. I personally feel that spinal cord injury population, which is dear to me, is fairly small. So one has to come up with the technologies that will touch spinal cord injury, people with traumatic brain injury, with stroke, and larger populations, that when you have population which is 15 million or 10 million, then you can actually make an impact, and then it makes sense to build a technology, and then it makes sense to move it forward. Otherwise, if the populations are small, you have a couple of thousand people, then this is fringe populations, and it's very difficult to create commercially successful products. The most exciting part of the FES technology is that electrical stimulation is generic interface between the machine and the human. So you can essentially generate any movement or sensory feeling using electrical stimulation. And that is a conduit to help people who have all kinds of different deficiencies or lack of muscle volume or lack of function. So you can actually go and enable them to do things that they cannot do due to the paralysis. I think what is right now very exciting about is this neuromodulation aspect of functional electrical stimulation, in which you take people who are paralyzed, you apply electrical stimulation to their upper limb, you run through 40, 60, 1-hour sessions, and after this 60 or 40 sessions, the person who was paralyzed for 20, 30 years, after that he's able to reach and grasp objects. That's what's very exciting. And the person does not have to use the technology in everyday life. They just go through training for a limited period of time, and after that they're independent. I think that's very exciting. Next steps are get this technology to as many patients we can in Canada and United States, and then build on that. The next step would be locomotion, walking, of course walking, standing, balancing trunk, stimulating muscles for strength and exercise purposes, and bikes and other things that can be used with this technology as well.